Let's see if we can have a movement that settles down this line from the neck down deep into the back of the shoulders. It's below the shoulder blade. It's like deeper in you. This tangle between shoulders and neck. You've been working at the computer or you're just having a stressful time, but for some reason, this shoulder up through the back of the neck it's just so unhappy. We need to settle it down. How are we going to do that? I suggest the problem isn't exactly in the neck. The neck is where the problem's boiling over. The ribs are the foundation for the shoulders, and the shoulders really attach deeply into the neck. The loss of suppleness might be the root of the problem that you're having, of this interconnection between neck and the back of shoulders. Let's restore our suppleness. Don't go into discomfort with this movement. If this movement causes a pinching, don't do this one. At the very most, go into like the hazy edge of a little bit of achiness. But we're going to do something really gently today. Try this. Pick one shoulder. If you want to be the mirror image of me, that would be your left shoulder. Could you just shrug it maybe halfway up toward the ear? And just let that down sort of easy. Begin to gently lift that left shoulder about halfway up toward your ear. And notice when you do that, that the other shoulder, your right shoulder, lowers down a little bit. Could you help that lower down into the body where the ribs are pulling that shoulder into the body? Okay. And as you let your left shoulder lower, the ribs just come back to their equilibrium. We're going to do the same side again. Could they both be happening at the same time? Could you lower your right shoulder as you bring your left halfway up to the ear? Could you have the ribs pull that shoulder down into the body? Bend that rib cage. That's the contraction. And come out of that in slow motion. Slow motion, gently. Really take your time, just back to neutral wherever that is. Let's try the other side. Your right shoulder begins to lift halfway up to the ear. Look at the direction that the left shoulder is going, and could the armpit and those ribs pull that shoulder down into the body? Bend that upper rib cage over to the side. Just sort of come up into a pleasurable effort. Very little effort lifting the shoulder, but a little more effort pulling your left shoulder into the body. And slowly, slowly, slow it down. Don't let it run away with you. We're just coming back to wherever your system thinks is neutral. Let's try that the other side. Your left shoulder begins to lift, right shoulder lowers, pulling right shoulder down into the body. Pull down into the body. Bend that upper rib cage. The effort is in the ribs. The ribs are moving the shoulders. The neck is just along for the ride. Gentle on the neck. Gentle on the neck. And come out of that easy. So we have this nice seesaw shoulder movement. One shoulder pulls down into the body, bending the rib cage. How far down does that cascade of rib closure go? How much of that side of the rib cage can close to pull that shoulder down into the body? The other shoulder goes up. That's just along for the ride. I don't even need to shrug it up there. It's the pulling down of the ribs helps the whole thing happen. So it's a rib contraction movement. So we can wring it out. And can the upper ribs, the ribs under the collarbone, can they pull down? The next layer of ribs, all the way down. Can the whole cascade of ribs pull that shoulder down into the body? And then we're going to go all the way to the other side, gently. Okay. Just sort of wiggle that out and see what you've got. Let's make it breathing. A gentle breath in. And as you squeeze the air out, can the air squeeze out of your left ribs? The air squeezes out as you pull that armpit down into the body, squeezing the air out. Pause right there. Breath into the open side. Exhale, closing your right side, squeezing the air out. Pause right there. Breath into the left a little bit, closing on down. The ribs pull that shoulder down into the body. Breath in, open. Closing the other side. Breath in, open. Ribs are open. One side's closed. Squeezing the air out. Ribs close down. Breath comes into the open side. Okay, well, now just see what you've got. Are you more supple? Okay. This is good stuff. Just click like and subscribe. That just means that my videos will show up in your feed. And if you do my videos, you can change things that you didn't realize you could change. Okay. Where you're stuck is hidden. You got to go into it, be in it, be in it. That's what we're doing. We're freeing ourselves from how we're stuck way in all that stuff from the past. So, my blessings to you, all of you. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com.